This story is called Slick. The bulldozers gouged at the prostrate earth, wrestled with rocks and intractable roots, ladled banks of slippery clay from saffron holes, then drove away. The projects went up like red brick boxes and filled with dirt-poor families, 2 or 3 kids a unit, one single mom. The Thomas King Elementary School was built, a convenience store, Fontainebleau Park and playground, where people walked their dogs, where mounds of excrement killed off grass, hardened in the fierce heat of summer, crunched under children's running shoes. There were twin hills between the projects and the school, breasts of the earth, padded with thick pastry snow in the winter. Toboggans tore from their peaks to their base, slid under chain-link fence, swerved out into traffic across the street. And Jimmy Robinson ran past them now. He thought of his brother Kevin. He saw his brother Kevin's face pushed in like rubber, saw his brother Kevin's head cracked like the shell of a nut under the wheel of a skidding car. Jimmy Robinson was trouble at school. He picked fights at recess, chased girls and knocked them down, pinned their thrashing arms and legs with a strong, skinny body and lifted their skirts. Almost rape is how Sally Jason's mother described it before she withdrew her daughter from the school.
Is Hicks just a bidder or something more? How is Farber tied to the murder and the theft? Who hacked the security system? For now, I push all of it from my conscious mind, trusting my subconscious to churn through it. I breathe deeply. In, out. In, out. The traffic calms behind me, waiting at a red light. I hear the river flowing. A child's laugh wafts into my ears from the direction of the ice cream cart. My phone vibrates with a staccato pattern on my thigh. Something's wrong. It's unfamiliar. It's just a rapid series of short vibrations that don't stop. That shouldn't be. I always set my phone to do not disturb while I'm meditating. I know all the numbers allowed to pass through and their vibration patterns. This isn't one of them. Opening my eyes, I'm momentarily blinded by the afternoon sunlight. When my vision clears, I see a notification on my phone. The sender is Kaplan R, followed by a phone number, and the message says, "Don't let them get it." Kaplan? The murder victim? I'm about to reach down and unlock it when I hear a woman scream. For the length of a heartbeat, I think of Kate Mason and the way Sterling silenced her. Snapping my head towards the sound, I spot Loretta from the hotel. She's dressed in casual clothes now, one hand covering her mouth in terror, the other outstretched. A few yards ahead of her on the path from the road are Miller and Dana, headed my way. Miller's holding the black Pelican case. Dana is pointing at me. A tall, broad-shouldered man in a shiny gray suit and a black open-necked shirt is coming up behind them. Loretta's finger points at the black semi-automatic in his right hand. Miller and Dana don't see him coming. They're turning towards Loretta's scream, but too slowly. He'll get to them first. I can't stop whatever is going to go down from happening. All I can do is be ready for what comes next. I scramble for the Glock I brought stashed in my hotel laundry bag, at the same time rolling up onto my knees. The gunman grabs the handle of the Pelican case with his free hand, driving his shoulder into Miller's chest. To his credit, Miller doesn't let go. He jerks the case backwards, pulling the gunman with it. Dana pivots, taking a step back, reaching for her pistol. The gunman doesn't hesitate. He raises the semi-automatic and fires 2 rounds into Miller's chest at point-blank range.
"That's not what I asked," the man slapped the desk. Tommy was startled. He thought for a moment. "Oh, in the nylon," he said. "Don't joke with me," the man snarled. "That's what we call the People's Diner," Chief Barnes said quietly. "What I want to know from you is, when did you decide to betray the motherland? Where did you hide the dagger?" Tommy wasn't used to anybody being so aggressive towards him. What a strange question. He didn't understand. He turned to Chief Barna again. "When you and your parents left, did you hide your sword?" "Oh, are you stupid?" the man shouted. Tommy concentrated, trying hard to remember. "In the well," he said finally. "It's not fair that they got caught. I missed him." "Who got caught?" the man asked. Tommy sniffled. "Don't disgrace your father," Chief Barna spoke firmly. "Be a man." He took a deep breath. "Gubby, Deje Papa, and Emma Mama. I'm not interested in your family's traitorous behavior back then," the man in the dark suit said. "I'm interested in your criminal action tonight. I want to know how it started."